Good morning, Coryell's class.
Good morning, Mr. Pottinger.
Today we are done with equivalent fractions. Can you find equivalent fractions?
Yes.
All right, some questions. Number one, where do fractions live?
Between 1 and 0.
Between 0 and 1 on a number line, right?
Yes.
Okay. What is the top number of a fraction called?
Numerator.
What's the bottom number of a fraction called?
Denominator.
What is the name of this thing that separates the numerator and denominator? Fraction bar. Say that again.
Fraction bar.
All right. Equivalent fractions would be two or more fractions with the same value. Class, what does equivalent mean?
The same.
Okay, well, you don't have to shout. You can just answer, but I like the enthusiasm. Equivalent means the same, right?
Yes.
Imagine this is a pizza, and imagine this is a pizza. If I cut the pizza in half and eat this much, would it be the same as cutting the pizza into fourths and eating two of them?
Yes.
So is 2/4 and 1/2 the same fraction?
Yes.
It's the same value, right? It's a little bit different looking because the numbers are different, but it's the same value. Okay? Reduce means to make something smaller.
Yes.
Simplify means to make something more simple, right?
Yes.
So reduce and simplify, are they the same meaning, same definitions?
Yes.
So if you look at this definition and this definition, it's the exact same thing, right?
Yes.
Okay? Fractions must always be reduced. We've talked about that. 3/9. Can you reduce 3/9? Yes or no?
Yes.
And the reason we know we can reduce 3/9 is because if we make our smiley face or our T-charts, does 3 and 9 have a common factor?
Yes.
It obviously has 1, and that doesn't do anything for us, but it also has another one, which is 3, yeah?
Yes.
So to reduce, I just divide by a common factor on both the numerator and denominator.
Yes.
Final answer. This one, 12/18, notice I did it twice, or we did it twice, right?
Yes.
This one, we only use 6. The reason we could do this reduction in one step is because 6 is the what here?
Biggest common factor.
Yeah, it's the greatest common factor. But sometimes you don't know the greatest common factor. You don't even really want to find the greatest common factor. So we divided by 2 because we know 12 and 18 are even numbers, right?
Yes.
2 goes into all even numbers. We got 6/9 when we reduce. And 6 and 9 had a common factor that could still continue to reduce it, right?
Yes.
Okay, so 2/3 and 2/3, two different ways of getting there. Both are just as good. Last thing then was we said equivalent fractions can be found by reducing, but eventually you're going to run out. Eyes are up here, you guys. Kaylee, eyes are up here. Eventually you're going to run out of equivalent fractions. But if you start multiplying the numerator and the denominator by the exact same number, you can find equivalent fractions for the rest of your life, right?
Yes.
So if I multiply by 3, is 9/27 going to be the same as 3/9?
Yes.
If I multiply by 2, is 6/18 going to be the same as 3/9?
Yes.
Is it also going to be the same as 9/27?
Yes.
This time I was being like crazy and I multiplied by 1,000. Is 3,000 over 9,000 the same as 6 over 18, the same as 9 over 27, and the same as 3 over 9?
Yes.
We good?